Hey everybody, welcome back to Taking Meals Up a Notch. I wanted to offer a little bit of a knife skill today. I started getting dinner ready, making, as we saw on the Ghost edition of a Delmonico, which we apparently, Phantom I should say. It's actually made famous by some restaurant in New York called Delmonico's. It's just a marbled cut of meat, but thanks Brent Cavarilla for teaching us that. So I was getting ready to do some, to cut up some onions for the meal, and I thought, well, why not do some knife skills on how to cut an onion for those that want to see how to dice an onion a little bit more efficiently or quicker, and also it helps you with not tearing up nearly as much because you're cutting it faster. You're cutting it in a way that doesn't require a lot of tearing. Tearing is what makes the the oils inside the onion kind of like escape in the whatever, it's like a gas or something like that, but it actually escapes, and that's what makes your eyes tear up. So what you would do real quick is you cut the ends off the onion, as you see I've already done, and then from the top to bottom or vertically just cut it in half. Okay, take the skin and maybe that outer layer off so that you're not eating the gross part. And then locate the root end. The root end in the onion, you're going to see it's going to be tighter than this end. So this end's where the root was. And obviously if you were the one cutting the onion, you know which side was the root, which side was the top, so you can keep track of it as well. But so I'm left-handed, so I'm going to keep the root end, this side, on the opposite side of the knife. So I'll be cutting the top end first, and that's not the side that I'm going to ultimately be holding. But I'm sure most people, they just start cutting it, and then you're going to get the long ribbons, and then you have to lay it down, you have to cut them into small pieces, and that's spending more cuts, more time for that to permeate and get in your eyes and whatnot. So some of you may know this, but just a little tidbit for those that don't. So again, root end, cutting end. What I'm going to do is actually turn it toward me, and I'm going to turn it toward you so you can see. I'm actually going to cut vertical slices, like from top to bottom. And it kind of goes, the tip of the knife kind of goes all the way back toward the root, but what you want to do is not cut all the way like lengthwise to the onion, so it actually keeps it in one piece. So it's still one piece. And then depending, some people will actually cut a horizontal cut in the onion. Again, don't go all the way through so that it stays intact. Pull it out, you can do two. And what this is doing is actually cutting the edges of the onion where it curls here and here. It curls, you're cutting the edges off. And then watch this. Now do your normal cuts down. And it's like single cuts, dice the onion. And how neat is that it's already diced? And the nice thing about an onion is that kind of the way it's made up is when you cut it, it kind of does it for you. But and then when you get to the root, you can just do your quick little dices that way, and you have a very quickly diced onion. Let me do it one more time with the other side so I can do it a little bit quicker. You can see it again in action. Now obviously this is only good if you want to dice it. If you want the ribbons, then don't do it that way. Just do what you normally do, just cut. But again, so I'm gonna show you, this is the root end here, this is the top. You're only gonna cut like that. So it's not going all the way through, otherwise you'd have a bunch of pieces falling apart. So I'm gonna cut like maybe 90% vertical slice all the way across the onion. And if I had like a top camera, that would be way easier for you guys to see this in action. But notice I can pick this up, it's all one piece still. If you guys have questions, because you can't really see it because I have poor camera, it's just sort of like this front facing one, let me know. I'll get you a video. I'm not going to do it this way. I'm just gonna cut down, and you'll see it gives you perfectly diced onions every time. If you don't do those horizontal cuts, like I said, where the onion curls around to the bottom, those will be larger, those versus like the regular in the middle. Those vertical cuts actually slice the edges so that when you then do your normal cuts, they actually are all kind of the same size. So there's a quick little knife tip. I'm glad you guys have been part of this community. I hope it helps some of you out there. And if you have any questions, comment below. Keep things real and keep helping me take my meals up a notch. I appreciate you guys. Bye.